This is Stoneacre box, our intermediate one. Built 25 years ago to basically a Saxby farmer design. The frame's Lancashire, Yorkshire. The largest one in use anywhere now apparently. And came as parts of the old frame from very south of the East Lancashire Railway. Switch the box in, you have the two straps which we separate by a key that is chained into the drawer. Put those in the arms.
So with them two keys here now, obviously there's nothing on the signal line because both staffs are here.
Staffs, yeah. But at least some of the signals back. This time off the wall back. Good. Anyway, that's all right. And you put the king lever back. The box is now switched in. Unfortunately, I know there is a fault which I've got to come and mend, which is to do with this signal indicator, so I can't work the motor points.
Yeah.
Because they're locked because the signal's not showing on. Motor points have a solar panel, which we will doubtless go and have a look at in a bit.
And for those who don't know, Stoneacre doesn't have any mains power at all. Appreciate we're in the middle of the Yorkshire Dales here. There's absolutely nothing anywhere nearby. The nearest houses are right up there on the hill. So everything here is it off tri-cell batteries?
Primaries, some rechargeables on solar panels, and domestic facilities are gas, including the lights.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know the feeling with Riverside as well.
Yeah.
The Welling Winder.
Now. People call it a Welling winder, but that's a very specific use of a manual time release. That's right, yeah. Well, that's a normal state of affairs. If I, mainly because number 8 is the only signal on the main line in the up, we decided there ought to be something to hold the motor points without putting extra track circuits in. So what happens if I now clear number 8, the motor points are now locked.
Yeah.
If I put the signal back, they stay locked. Now there's a track circuit there which isn't indicated as such. It's part of the indications of a locked and free.
Yeah.
The other bits are the route holding and proving for number 1 signals in it. So now if I change my mind and don't want to run that tray, the only way to release it is to wind this.
It's using the Welling basically as a manual timer.
Yeah.
It saves a lot of battery because you haven't got the power obviously here to...
The other thing is it doesn't start automatically either. You have to deliberately make the effort to decide you want to use it. This one was actually a true manual time release.
There you go.
I suspect from set a level crossing gates because it's got an R position just before it gets back to R.
Ah.
So now it's free, so now you can operate the motor points.
To reverse.
There we are. And if I do that, I can pull off the loop starter, which is a 1 lower quadrant signal here, which we'll no doubt have a look at in a minute more closely.
All the way down there.
Back. And the same game. At least it's not mechanical. No track circuit because there's no power basically, so there's a mechanical lock bar which probably the last one ever installed anywhere.
Like I say, what size is that one?
It's 60 foot.
60 footer,
Or is
yeah.
it 40? I can't remember.
They dropped them down from 75, didn't they, originally?
Yeah. It's long enough for anything we've got, except
Yeah.
possibly the sleeping car, but it never comes out. So you want to go and have a look and show how it operates.
So if you had a train now sat here in front of the signal, you would not be able to unlock the FPL because it would have the wheels, the flanges of the wheels would be set down upon that lifting bar there now.
Again, this is the down underneath side of the Lancashire and Yorkshire frame. Mechanical locking, one tray of mechanical locking, and the electric locks behind them, further up, just above them. Being an Eastern man and having this type of frame and a few boxes, we would doubtless put the electric locks upstairs behind the frame, but I was persuaded not to. Here is the relay cupboard. Extremely complicated with 6 relays, and 2 of those are to do with the starting signal releases.
It's a heck of a beam, that, isn't it, for supporting?
Yeah. Normally it would be a cast iron sectional beam, but
Yeah.
we did it with that.
So where did this one come from, Pete?
Now there's the tail you see. I'll tell you the story behind it. Obviously this is a Midland Railway line, and we built a signal box of a Lancashire and Yorkshire frame and based on a box of a Lancashire and Yorkshire, although the design was widely used by other companies as it's an off-the-shelf design. So we thought we ought to represent the other major English constituent of the LMS and make have an LNWR signal. We couldn't get one, so this one we made it entirely ourselves, although there's other railway bits in it, but nothing is LNWR. The cap, for example, is LNER. I think the balance lever is Great Northern. The spectacle was flame cut out of the plate, and the arm was pressed to the local factory. This is the number 6 points worked in Stoneacre box. Westinghouse style 63 machine. It's 30 volt one, driven by batteries charged by the solar panel there.
It's a newer one since the last time I saw it.
Yeah, well, the old one's there. Now what happened was last winter we were running Santa trains for a week. In winter, there was no daylight.
Yeah.
It wasn't up to the job.
Yeah. What output are you getting off your panel now?
A fair bit. I don't know the figures, to be honest.
Normally around about 2 amp output, most of them.
There's it's got some batteries the same as the carriages have for lighting and such. All right. There's say 36 volts in the various regulators and things.
Ah, so you've got some output in LEDs as well.
Yeah, it's doing well actually.
Straight into the sun as well, yeah. The sun's over the hill there.
About 14 volts a piece. It likes that when there's plenty of voltage.
I was going to say.
On 30 volts actually it was pretty useless. In fact it was useless. It didn't have enough momentum to get to the end of a stroke, let alone snubbing.
Got you.
Technical equipment. The polar neutral relay to control the point motor.
Yep.
A track circuit relay. And boxes of batteries.
It's fairly simple.